Hi there, it's Anne of Rosie Duck Designs here. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. So I'm back with the second design from the Sentimental Rose card kit. I've got the instructions here in front of me and it tells me that I need 12 inches of twine. I need 2 card fronts, so effectively that one and that one. I need 8 glue dots, 2 stamping dimensionals, and I need this little die cut label for my sentiment, and I also need 3 embellishments. So I'll put that to one side and we'll hopefully put the card together. So as I did previously, I'm just going to fold the card in half. Now, as I mentioned, you can burnish the edge if you've got a bone folder, and I did mention that it's not essential, but if you've got one, by all means use it. It just gives you that nice crisp fold on your card. Having said that, once I've folded it, I'm going to straighten it out again because it is that much easier to work with. Now, taking the corrugated element, make sure I put it the right way around, so it's going to be going somewhere about there on the front of your card, and it tells us that we need to attach that with some glue dots. Now, once again, this is probably going to be the element that takes the most amount of time, so I do apologise. Perhaps thinking ahead to the next one, I might attempt to put the glue dots on before I actually start. That would kind of make a little bit more sense. Since when was I ever sensible? I can hear you saying amongst yourselves. It's kind of, you have these brainwaves as you craft. Right, so let's take the backs off of there. Now, if you have some adhesive, such as the Stamp and Seal, then you can by all means use that to attach your card fronts. The whole point of these kits is that you've got everything you need within them to put the cards together without buying anything additional. But that doesn't mean if you've got some adhesive in your possession that you can't use that instead. Right, so that's the first. This one's not going without a fight. There we go. So we want that more or less in the centre. Try it around the right way. That would be a good plan. So we want more or less the same amount this end as this end. I mean, ideally a very similar amount would be good. Now we've got another card front here that's going to go on the front of that, and we're going to do some stamping on that. Now if we look at the pictures here, we've got some leaves coming out from here and down here. We've also got some twine which should be fun. So I'm putting that on my block, getting my little stamping spot. Now I'm going to put that about there. And then another one around about here. If you are going to add the twine, I have my doubts whether this is a good plan for me, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to cut myself about 16 inches just so that I've got enough to play with. And because that is going to go on the top, and then you're going to have the bow coming around here and being tied on this element, you want to tie the bow on before you stick it onto here, if that makes any sense. So try and even the ends up there. I know this is painful. I had a play with one of the other cards, and I've done it without the bow, but I'm trying to put this together as per the kit. So probably got time to go and make a cup of tea or something. Right, there we go. So we want it over here. Let's just move it over about there. I'm not going to faff around with this as much as I did yesterday's. I kind of got a bit obsessed with it, so I'm just going to put it on there as for the effect. That will do. I'm going to trim the edge. It wasn't very clever, was it? Seriously. Clearly cannot be trusted with twine. Got time to go and make the tea, drink it and wash up, I think. There we go. That will do. Try again with the trimming. Right, there we go. Now it says you put this on with glue dots. So let's give that a go. You could put dimensionals on if you wanted to. You're going to put some dimensionals on for your sentiment, but again, if you've got dimensionals lying around and you fancy a bit of height on your card, then why not? No hard and fast rule. One off. Two, three, and four. And then that goes in the middle, so you've just got a little strip of the corrugated card showing there and there. So just trying to centralise that. Sometimes I find it, I have to be honest, I find it easier to work this way around. No rhyme or reason, I think it just the way my brain works. So I'm happy with where I've got the card front now, so I've just pushed that down. And all we need now is some embellishments and a sentiment. So this little die cut label works with this card. So I'm going to grab a thank you stamp from my stamps there. Now, to clean your stamps, a piece of wet kitchen towel will work, or a baby wipe. I just have that to hand. Obviously, again, if you're into crafting, you'll have acrylic blocks, I'm sure, lying around, so feel free to use several. It just does make life easier if you can put stamps on different blocks. Makes the whole process quicker, but I'm trying to use what I'm given in the kit. So having inked my little sentiment up, I'm just going to put that in the centre of the label. Nib back on the ink, 2 stamping dimensionals. Now, unlike yesterday's or my last tutorial where I was talking about the different places to put the stamping dimensionals, with this one it's going straight onto a flat surface, so in the centre is absolutely fine. So we're just going to have that across the middle there. And then we grab one of our large dimensionals, pop that on there. I'm just bending this plastic up to release the dimensional, the embellishment. Just make sure that you get the whole embellishment come off from the background there. Let's put one over there, and that is our finished card. Now, this was one that I had to play with so I could just get myself familiarised with it. Now, this one I haven't put the little bow on. Again, as I said on the previous one, I do think the little bow does add that little bit of extra to it, but it's quite nice to just see a variation. And again, I've just stepped this one up a little bit because I've added Wink of Stella before I put the thank you sentiment on it. So if I just stand up, I don't know whether, yes, I think you're going to catch that. So you can see the shimmering effect that by going over the design with some Wink of Stella just gives you that little bit of added detail. Now, if you're not familiar with Wink of Stella, that is what a Wink of Stella looks like. It's simply a brush, and it has this lovely shimmering liquid in it, which you just simply paint over on your stamps, or in this case, or actually on the pre-printed card. It just gives you that sort of shimmery effect. Now, that is £7.50. So there is everything that you need, as we've said, in the kits to make up these cards, but there's nothing to stop you adding a little something to just step them up even more. So that's my second design from this kit. So I will be back with the third design. If you've enjoyed this video, thumbs up would be great. And also if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate that. As I mentioned yesterday, there's actually currently there's six kits which involve some element of stamping, and I put all the links for those on the front of yesterday's video, so the first video that introduced the Sentimental Rose card kit. So head over to there and you just click on the link, and that will take you to the actual picture of the card kit to just give you a better idea of what they all look like. So that's it for now, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye for now.